Laura Bordelon with the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce. We are at the halfway point in the session with a lot of news developing in terms of budget targets as well as seeing what the omnibus budget bills are going to look like over the coming weeks. So let's start with the governor's proposal. As you know, the February forecast increased the budget surplus to $1.65 billion. Very big budget surplus. In addition, the cash flow and reserve accounts are brimming at almost $2 billion. So there are a lot of resources for all three entities to deal with to resolve end of session details. So what the governor does is he increases his pre-K proposal to $100 million from $75 million. But he also does something interesting. He banks $200 million to deal with changes that may impact Minnesota programs coming from the federal government. So that's a very interesting and different take on how to address the budget. The Senate just recently released its budget targets, and they spend $900 million, or almost half of the budget surplus, on tax relief. It includes tax relief for both individuals and businesses. For the chamber, it includes a number of our priorities. One is a reduction in the statewide business property tax. They do that by removing the inflator and then exempting the first $100,000 of market value on properties. They also conform Minnesota law with federal law dealing with the estate tax and with Section 179 expensing. All of those are chamber priorities, so we're very, very pleased to see that. In addition, the Senate spends some money on transportation. They have a $570 million target for transportation, which we're pleased to see. Then on the House side, they've just released their targets as well. They spend $1.35 billion on tax relief. Again, a mix of individual and business tax relief. We don't know as much about their business tax relief plans. However, the property tax division did release a proposal over the weekend that included change in the statewide business property tax. They also remove the inflator, which is important to us, and then exempt $200,000 of market value on properties. It's a method of targeting smaller business properties that are at a lower value than other parts of the state. So it's an effective tool towards getting at small business tax relief, which we appreciate. The House also spends some dollars on transportation. They spend $300 million, and we are still waiting to see the details of both of those. So halfway point at the session. I should also add both spend additional money on education and reduce the growth in HHS spending. Halfway point in the session, lots of activity on the budget left to go. We're also waiting for votes on Real ID in the Senate as well as the Uniform State Labor Standards. So an increasingly busy time at the Capitol.